What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by this channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you will not regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. And I do appreciate the support. Guys, I told you I was going to come back as soon as this presser is done about what happened to Carlee Russell. Was she a victim or was she a liar? And the proof then came out. And I got to be honest with you, man. This is messed up. We all had strong feelings that this was a hoax, and it turned out to be a hoax. And believe it or not, she's still trying to stick with the story. I'm going to play you two parts of the live press conference, and it'll tell you all you need to know. I'm going to show you the first part, then I'm going to come back and show you the second video. But before I do that, let me say something to you guys. This craziness that this girl has done has really affected a lot of people. It's brought back painful emotions of when people have lost loved ones in this same type of situation. The city of Hoover spent a lot of money looking for this girl. Volunteers came out. In one of my videos, I said, I think my initial video, because we all were fooled. Hey, the city of Hoover, rally around this girl. Keep her in our prayers. All the things we supposed to say when we have common, compassion for a human being. Everybody had this girl at one time after hearing this news in their heart and mind, doing this whole debacle, only to have it come down to this. Guys, check out this first part where they speak about, and this is the chief of police talking, where they speak about the time she had, what she said in the hospital. Remember, she was taken and they interviewed her in the hospital. Check this out. When she first got home, she was in the hospital, what she told Hoover police, which the family in the interview was saying, oh, she's investigating. Let them do their investigation. This is what she told that the family is defending. Hit it.
At 10:44 p.m. on July 15th, the Hoover 911 center receives a call from Carlee's residence stating that she returned home on foot. In subsequent investigations, detectives obtained surveillance footage of Carlee walking down the sidewalk alone prior to arrival at her residence. She was conscious and speaking with paramedics when she was transported to UAB. Detectives were able to obtain a brief statement from her prior to being treated and released. During the statement, she told detectives that while traveling down the interstate, she saw a baby walking down the side of the road and called 911. She stated when she got out of her vehicle to check on the child, a man came out of the trees and mumbled that he was checking on the baby. She claimed that the man then picked her up and she screamed. She stated he then made her go over a fence. She claims he then forced her into a car, and the next thing she remembers is being in the trailer of an 18-wheeler. She stated that the male was with a female. However, she never saw the female, only hearing her voice. She also told detectives she could hear a baby crying. She told detectives the male had orange hair with a big bald spot on the back. She said she was able to escape the 18-wheeler and fled on foot, only to be captured again and then was put in a car. She claimed she was then blindfolded but was not tied up because the captor said they did not want to leave impressions on her wrists. She said that they took her into a house and made her get undressed. She believes they took pictures of her, but she does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact. She stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. At some point, she was put back in a vehicle she claims was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods until she came out near her residence. During this interview, detectives noted that Carlee had a small injury to her lip, and she claimed that her head was hurting. She also had a tear in her shirt. Detectives also noted that she had $107 cash in her right sock. Out of respect for Carlee and her family, detectives did not press for additional information in this interview and made plans to speak with her in detail after giving her time to rest. Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data includes several internet searches in the days leading up to her disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time. We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request.
Y'all hear that? She's a damn liar. Man, look, this is bad. Really, I mean, seriously, think about this. This is bad for her to do this. And you know what's messed up? Seemed like everybody that injected a comment in the comment sections and applauded you for the comments, whether we all disagreed or not, we was all right in one way or another. This chick here is silly. And it's messed up she did this. Did you see that? A bald redhead man came out the bushes. I'm checking on the baby too. Yeah, but you come out the woods like Jason. You go over there next to him, close enough for him to grab you with this baby that didn't exist. He grabs you, you scream. He picks you up and carries you through the woods. She said he forced her to go over a gate. So when he grabbed her, at one point for her to go over that gate, he had to let her go. If you jumped over the gate, that means you had to go over the gate before him, because he ain't gonna go over the gate and then grab you. Why you ain't run? See the game? Stupid stuff. To the back of a trailer. How many of you women out there right now, you already got snatched on the highway, some bald man got you and walking you, he ain't, it's something bad. You climb over the gate, first thing in your head, especially when he picks you up to abduct you, is what? Escape. You got over the gate before him. Why you ain't take off? All of a sudden, she put in the back of the trailer. If you was put in the back of the trailer, how could you tell if it was a baby crying and it was a woman there? Because if you're in the back of a tractor trailer, you are detached from the cab where no sound can travel up there, especially with the sound of a diesel tractor trailer engine running idle. You are not going to hear nobody up there. See the game? You let this man just automatically put you over the fence. Where was the fighting for your life shit? Where was it? See the lies people make up? Now, let's move along. Now you're in the trailer being abducted like BJ and the Bear, the show. You going down the road, don't know where you at. He ain't tie you up. You ain't fight him. See the game? Now, you in the back of the trailer. They take you up, take you to a house, right? Take her to a house. Take her in there. Now, this guy done took the snacks, but he left the mom's food in the car. Took the snacks, allowed you to keep your cell phone in your hand. He's just a sloppy abductor. A way to call for help. You had the cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Didn't call for help in the trailer. Just sat back there in the dark. Shivering in fear. See, the game's the stupid stuff. Now you're in the house. They make you take your clothes off, put you in the room. Didn't bind your hands. You were just in the room sitting there. took pictures of you in an inappropriate manner, came back next day, fed you cheese crackers. The lady came in there and fed you cheese crackers from Target. Wherever they got it from, not the snacks you had. All of a sudden, you don't know if they touched you inappropriately or violated you. All of a sudden, they take you to West Hoover. You see where you're at. You know your surroundings. You jump out and escape this time. And speaking of escape, I forgot something. She got in the trailer, got out the trailer, escaped. They caught her in the car, blindfolded her this time. See, now the story, the trailer story don't seem plausible. She must have thought about it. I made an escape. I was fighting for my life, like the parents said. Now you in the car. Now this time, they blindfold you. You escape when they go to move you this time, and all of a sudden, when you run on foot, you magically appear in West Hoover, close by your house, where you run through some bushes and magically appear on your street where they catch you on a cam walking. She so smart, she dumb. Did you hear all of the phone searches while she was abducted? None of them ever said call the police. None of them never said anything. Google, help, like this, whatever it is they do on these phones. You see the game? Now watch this. Everybody's eating her alive on social media because you know she has a phone. She's still watching it, right? All of a sudden now she looked dumb. She in the hiding. The family protecting her. And I'm going to tell you, the family ain't shit neither. And this is why they are not shit. They told the police they can't investigate. They can't interview her no more because she shook up. No, they found the truth out of what happened that night. And when she went to the hospital, they conspired a plan. Hey, listen, they're going to come. She was here. We got to figure out what to say and cover up the bullshit of her going and doing dirt. Now, regardless of where she was at, she was somewhere. People would say the Red Roof Inn, which I think she was there with somebody else. Or you could say whatever. But either way, only the cell phone and the snacks left. Everything else was there because everything else is replaceable. Remember, you're thinking, hey, she took the person stuff was left there. Why would she leave a purse if it had her money in it? Why? Because she had the money in her sock. Why would you have the money in your sock? You got a pocketbook and stuff. So that means you was driving home in your car with the money in your sock. It was like she set herself up to be falsely abducted. And paint this picture. She need to be in jail. And the family need to be in jail too. And I'm going to tell you why. Y'all got on TV. Was it yesterday? And you knew this whole thing was a lie. Because they volunteered to come to you and pay you for this interview. And you set yourself up, thus making you and your daughter look stupid. When the police came out with this presser, she'd have been the only one in the fire. That explains why the dad looked like somebody said one of the young ladies in my comment section said the dad looked disappointed when he was looking down. So the mom set up there and corroborate that story to make everything look real so they can get this money from this interview, which is shame on them. And all of a sudden, you go into hiding and maybe this will go away. I don't know where they get this from and to go away. When people get stains on them, whether it's shit or not, it's always going to stink. And it's always going to be people that remember how you looked and how you smelled at that time. She might as well move out that city. You can kiss nursing school goodbye. You don't have no integrity. Ain't nobody going to let you watch care for their loved ones. Let alone medicate them. Baby, you done ruined your career. Now let's go to this next point real fast. Let me just play this last part, then we'll come back and sum this whole thing up. Let's get it.
We've asked to interview Carlee a second time, but have not been granted that request. As you can see, There are many questions left to be answered, but only Carlee can provide those answers. What we can say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators, and we have no reason to believe that there is a threat to the public safety related to this particular case. Thank you very much.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. She's a liar. The police said, hey, we can't go with this. They didn't want to call her a liar, but they said it in a professional way. And from what they said in the interview after that, they even got to the point where if criminal charges will be pressed on her. And I'm going to be honest with you, it should. It should. This right here is a slap in the face for everybody that has ever lost someone during a abduction. Anybody that's going through that trafficking, and all the families that's grieved and put work in to make sure stuff like this stops. What she did is messed up. You made a fictitious man, a fictitious woman, and a fictitious baby. Now think about this. She said it was a white baby, right? Said the baby she followed, remember she was blinking thing? Said she went 600 yards. Because remember the camera on the pole only caught her coming to a stop. So she was following a running 4-year-old or 3-year-old baby with a white t-shirt on and a diaper, running 600 yards, a 4-year-old. NFL running backs don't run that far for a touchdown. You see the game? Man, listen. She thought people were stupid. This is the old thing with little kids. I saw it. I saw it. You couldn't have seen that. I saw it. I did. She a grown up pulling that same prank. And it's a touchy situation. And did you see? Now the family got it to where, hey, we ain't, she don't want to talk. Leave her alone. She's been through a traumatic experience. That's why it's taking so long for the police to not do their job. The family interfered with the police work. So what did the police do? And I give Hoover police all the credit in the world. You know what? Fuck it. They look stupid anyway. Back off. Let's go with what we got. Get in front of the masses because they're waiting to hear what we found. And let's just tell them. Let them sort out the BS. And they did. Whole family, egg on their face. Showed the side of the parents. Greedy as hell. Invited the NBC people into their home. Got paid for that interview. Sat there, the mom. That's why the tears and all that stuff was fake. Now, the body language and stuff, like I tell you, look at the body language, raised a lot of questions, and everything was answered today. Y'all was greedy. You backed your daughter in lying. She looked dumb. You, sir, BBVA Compass Bank, you got a nice title. You be lucky if you have a job, bro. For real. You an underwriter. You got to have integrity to do that job and be trusted. You back this bullshit. People know you at that job. You be lucky if you got a job after tomorrow. They might send you packing. And you, ma'am, as a real estate agent, selling houses and all this stuff, y'all supposed to be professional people. You're going to sit here and let your daughter lie on a fictitious person. And that's another thing. We've seen a lot of stories where somebody of one race will blame another race and say they did something, knowing that they won't never get caught. It's the same thing. White baby, fat man with orange hair. Who have orange hair? White folks. Ain't no black guy with orange hair. You know what I mean? So you blame it on a fat white man that never get caught. Maybe what? Because you in the South that'll ride. That's what you think truckers are. Fat redneck dudes that just run around and grab women. Make them climb over the gate by themselves. No blindfold, no restraints. Man, this is stupid. She watched too many movies. Did you see the phone searches? All these different places she was looking at. Birmingham, Alabama. I don't know how close Birmingham is to Hoover, but as she was going to make this story up and keep going, and make it to where, because I mean, she was just on the fly with this. Seriously. And it's a damn shame to be like that. People really lost people out here. And you know what? Any black woman in Alabama or anywhere else now, after this, people are going to be looking side-eye. And it might delay whether they get found or not. And I can't believe she pulled this bullshit because just 2 weeks ago, little 2-year-old Winter Smith was really abducted and people was looking for it and she didn't make it. And then you pull this bullshit after that? That right there, you need fire smacked out your cheek. This is bad. Man, I know that y'all gonna flood these comments after y'all hear this. I'm gonna get this out so we can talk about it. But man, this is a bad look. I mean, that whole family looked bad. And if I was that boy, her boyfriend, he better get away from her. Because if she'll lie on this, you don't know what else she'll lie at. You supposed to be kidnapped while you're looking at adult material. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. It's a messed up day, especially for the Russell family. Y'all ain't shit.